Imagine looking everywhere for the next big thing, chasing the usual hotspots, expecting to find gold where everyone else says you should. But what if everything you've been told about where innovation sleeps is wrong? What if the next unicorn isn't waiting in Silicon Valley, New York, or London, but hiding in a place no one thought to look? Picture this. You're caught in the endless cycle of looking at the usual places, investing where it feels safe, trusting the hype. But deep down, there's this gnawing frustration. The feeling that the future is slipping through your fingers because you're stuck playing by yesterday's rules. That pain, the ache of missing out, the curse of investing too late or too safely, it's real. It's brutal. The world screams opportunity, yet it seems only a select few get it, leaving many to drown in noise and sameness. The system, with all its glossy reports and shiny headlines, wants you to believe the future is concentrated, controlled, predictable. But there lies the trap. Now, what if that trap can be shattered? What if the untamed edge, the place most ignore, is where the new power rises? Because here's the raw truth. No revolution, no breakthrough, no transformative wealth ever came from the middle. The next unicorn often grows where comfort is absent, where what's established is questioned, and where audacity thrives. It's not where you expect, but exactly where the world says you shouldn't go. It's in the overlooked corners, the nations written off as too small, too unstable, or too unknown. These places, the ones you disregard, are bursting with rare talent, unpolished brilliance, and fire. They don't fit into boxes. They aren't doing it for the spotlight, but because they refuse to bend, refuse to settle, refuse to echo the status quo. This is the moment you realize the greatest challenge isn't just about picking the right startup or the correct region. It's about peeling off decades of loose assumptions. It's about flipping the script deeply buried in your mind that only certain geographies matter. You must completely unlearn those lessons. Because the truth is harsh. The old maps don't lead to new treasures anymore. Those maps are from a world that's dying. The world is tearing down walls, rewriting rules, and connectivity is breaking the old borders. This tectonic shift is unstoppable. And the real winners, the founders and investors who aren't fooled by flashy headlines, who have guts and vision, are focusing on these dark horses. Countries often ignored, underestimated, even feared. And in these places, the next giant rises from the ashes of doubt. Let's talk about why this happens. Why does innovative fire ignite where everyone says it can't? Because when you step far from comfort zones, from automatic infrastructure, from easy capital, survival hinges on sharper creativity, on brutal efficiency, on sheer will. The founders in these lands are forced to be radicals, not in a trendy way, but because the system around them gives no breaks, no safety nets, no traditional paths. They innovate because failure isn't an option. These are the spaces where brilliance is raw and unfiltered, where unorthodox thinking isn't just welcomed, it's mandatory. They face the world's sneers and turn them into strategies. They don't need permission. Their power comes from not waiting to be seen or accepted. They simply build, create, and conquer. That edge, the uncomfortable frontier, breeds the next wave of revolutionary companies. It's radical and undeniable. Now for you, the investor, the founder, the leader who is ready to break the mold, there's a power hidden here, waiting to be wielded. It's not sitting in the flashy pitch decks or the obvious tech hubs. It's in the underdog's fire, the rebels in unexpected countries, those who torch rules instead of respecting them. But here's the catch. Finding these diamonds isn't about luck. It's about redefining your entire approach. Forget what you know about risks. Real risk is sticking to outdated beliefs. What's needed is a new mindset combined with relentless action. The mindset that sees value not in comfort but in friction. That understands true freedom comes from sovereignty, being your own standard bearer, not a follower for convenience. The mindset that doesn't beg for permission or wait for consensus, but acts boldly, even in isolation. So how do you do it? How do you spot the next unicorn amidst the noise and the neglected places? First, stop following standard narratives. Invest time and passion in understanding the real stories beyond headlines. The struggles, the grit, the community-driven innovation that is invisible to those chasing trends. Engage directly with founders from these unexpected countries. Build relationships that transcend borders, politics, and shallow metrics. Find the few, the truly exceptional, not the abundant mediocre. Value alignment becomes your compass. The rare individuals who burn with the same fire you do. The ones who think beyond titles and systems, who reject mediocrity, who refuse to live a borrowed life. Connect and support these founders, not as distant investors, but as fierce collaborators. Secondly, adopt the long game. The immediate return narrative is a trap. The biggest disruption rarely bursts into view overnight. Patience is your superpower. Eternity favors those who build deeply, who nurture raw potential, who stick through volatility and societal noise. This patience is not passive waiting, but active refining and evolving of your insight, network, and strategy. Then, the magic happens when you abandon the illusion of sameness and embrace contrast. That's right. The diversity and stark differences that make these countries seem risky are actually your greatest assets. Because in the extreme variety of culture, problem solving, and perspective lies synergy, the kind of synergy that creates exponential value. The fusion of sharp ideas that clash and intertwine leads to breakthrough innovation. By uniting misaligned brilliance, you multiply your chance to uncover those hidden giants. To win in this game, you must stop being a prisoner of comfort disguised as freedom. Convenience is a killer of dreams and fire. It lulls you into false safety, while opportunities slip through cracks and across borders. The system is designed to keep you boxed in, inboxed, routined, upvoted for mediocrity. Break free. Understand that true freedom comes not from following rules, but from creating your own. Own your will as your weapon. Question everything, even what feels sacred. Through that relentless questioning and sharper selectivity, find your tribe, the few who see the world as you do and are willing to disrupt it alongside you. This is not about mass movements or shallow communities. This is about the power of the few, the quietly burning rare souls who dare to reshape the future. They are the secret network where the future is created. And this movement, this invisible ecosystem, is where you place your bets now. For in this network, those once isolated and misunderstood find each other, connect, and multiply their force. They don't erase difference. They use it as fuel to ignite something new and better. Through these strong links, unspoken alliances, and shared fire, the next unicorn is born. So, to those watching right now who are sick of noise, tired of waiting, desperate to claim their place as creators of tomorrow, this is the call you've been waiting for. Your mission is not comfortable or easy. It is ruthless, demanding, and relentless. But it is also liberating beyond words. A world is waiting for the few who refuse to hold back, who choose to become sovereign architects of the new reality, who burn to find and forge the new giants hiding where others don't dare to look. The next unicorn doesn't announce itself in the loudest city square. It whispers. It sparks in corners overlooked by the masses. It grows strong because it refuses to conform. It's waiting for those who see beyond the known and are ready to become more. Are you ready to stop following and start leading? To leave behind the illusion of safety and embrace the wild electric frontier? Because in that choice lies everything. Not just your future, but the future of a world seeking the rare, the radical, the truly free. Now is the time. Focus your vision, sharpen your will, find the rare fire in the unexpected. The next unicorn is not lost. It's simply waiting. For those who dare to look differently. For those few ready to connect, combine, and ignite the future together. Don't just chase the next big thing. Become the force that uncovers it. Because in the end, greatness doesn't hide in plain sight. It hides in places the world forgot to care about, until someone brave enough refuses to.